We're just going every way back at it again, man. My boy Lonk, bro. Lonk's takes, bro. Dropped the video. Like beat. I saw it did good too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute. What, 152K in 6 days? Salute. You feel me? But yeah, I didn't watch this because I wasn't done with the season yet. So I was like, oh fuck. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. I got done watching the last 2 episodes yesterday, 7 and 8 back to back, and that shit was crazy. That shit was quick. Conquest, Lord, sweet baby Jesus, the Invincible Army, bro. Sweet baby Jesus. It's like that shit. That bullshit happened back to back. In what's episode 6? Scott, nigga. Anyway, yeah, IGN gave that shit a 4. Fuck IGN. We all can say that at this point for years now. But anyway. My boy Lunks. Could future Gohan survive the Invincible War? Hell yeah. He dog walking their ass. Bro, I don't know what's going on Twitter too lately, bro. I've been seeing so much shit between Saiyans and Virtualites. I saw a post talking about Nappa. Was it Nappa versus Conquest or Nappa versus all of Virtualites? Like, bro, Nappa, yeah, somebody said Nappa turned a city to a parking lot with 2 fingers, bro. That's all he did. And dead ass, bro. That's the one thing rich mice don't have, man. And boys got no range attacks, bro. No zoning attacks, bro. Like Plutonians, they got the eye shit. You feel me? They even got, you know, the icy breath and whatnot, you know, sands, you know, galore. Zoning attacks, hands and zoning. But like, yeah, the rich mice don't have don't have nothing. Nothing. And their durability, and compared to stronger niggas, that ain't gonna, like, compared to, like, you know, Nappa, fuck that durability, you feel me? Or Superman, fuck that durability, you feel me? But like, yeah, that's all they have. But they had a little something else to them, bro. Just a little something in their kit. They'll be even more dangerous. But yeah, Gohan, dog walking them boys, and base. But anyway, let's see what my boy Long's about to say, man. The video, like, I'm also watch the other video too in the future too. The one with Conquest, I saw a thumbnail. But yeah, hit the video to like, man. Comment below, subscribe, road to 3K, subscribe. Probably more Patreon, Twitch, and the gaming channel. Description down below. Type beat. Go subscribe to Lunks. Get bro my boy to 100,000 type beat. I know he's saying let's go 75,000. Nah, fuck that. We skipping it. Get bro to 100K. But anyway, let's dive on in.
So last week, the highly anticipated Invincible War was finally animated in Invincible Season 3. This is definitely one of the more impactful. War was finally animated.
This nigga real time be like his daddy for real. This nigga too, bro. On God, I don't know what the fuck happened to this nigga. Like, why he look like this? Nigga like a shaved cat. I don't know what happened to him. And this nigga talking about he killed his dad. I was like, damn, nigga, what you did? You feel me? Orange stash, bro. It's just crazy. Anywho. Go.
In Invincible Season 3. This is definitely one of the more impactful
RP
and
Rex
well-remembered events in the entire story of Invincible, especially because the entire war only happens over the course of 1 issue in the comic and 1 episode in the show. But despite that, the consequences of this arc will be felt for dozens of chapters later that I won't spoil right now.
No, I'm pretty sure. Because 2 bullshit happens back to back, bro. This shit and then Conquest, that happened back to back. Like, that shit crazy. The thing is too, them niggas did all that damage in 1 day. The first one, well, it was, you know, it was 2 days, but like the first day they did all that damage. I was like, what the?
Of course, the main appeal of the war is that it lets us see 16 alternate versions of Mark Grayson, all of which happen to be evil, unlike the mainline Mark we follow.
16. I would say 18. I guess they probably added 2 more, I guess.
Versions of Mark Grayson, all of which happen to be evil, unlike the mainline Mark we follow in the show. Of course, these alternate evil Marks end up thrashing pretty much the entire planet before they are either defeated or set to an alternate universe by Angstrom. Personally, this somewhat reminds me of the story of a different alternate.
No, and also Angstrom. Nigga, I don't know. I'm like, when I saw that nigga, I'm like, bro, ain't no that's the same nigga, bro. This Mark turned that nigga shit into putty, bro. Bro was pudding, putty, mud, mush, all that mashed potatoes. How the fuck was Angstrom alive, bro? How? Then how do niggas fixed him up on top of that kind of black magic that these boys use on the Angstrom, bro? Anyway.
Character who tried to protect the entire planet from being wiped out by an evil force.
That was some
Of
petty
course,
shit.
I'm
She had to
talking
do
about
that.
the one-armed Gohan from Trunks' timeline, Future Gohan. What if, instead of the 2 androids of 17 and 18, Future Gohan had to protect the planet from the 16 evil Invincibles? I think
He
this
won.
is a perfect matchup, as Gohan and Invincible are already pretty similar, so let's find out who wins between their most popular alternate versions. Would Gohan ultimately die at their hands like he did against Jiro's creations, or would this timeline end up a lot more positive than the one we saw
Like
in
they got
Trunks'
messed
life?
up. This shit was crazy.
Let's find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Now, interestingly, both Invincible and Dragon Ball suffer from having their original source material and their adaptations ultimately having very different power scaling and different events entirely. For Dragon Ball's case, not only does
I heard, like in the comics, Omni Man solo these niggas no diff. Like they didn't even touch this nigga. I heard that shit in the comments. Like this nigga, like he soloed these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, was he with? It was off screen too. I didn't know it was off screen. What the fuck? It was off screen too. Yeah, I feel like this for the show. I guess they want to make that a dramatic effect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You feel me? But like, yeah, I'm like, damn.
different power scaling and different events entirely. For Dragon Ball's case, not only does the so-called anime-only filler give characters brand new feats and make the same feats even stronger, but specifically for Future Gohan, what actually happens with him and the androids is substantially different between continuities. Meanwhile, for Invincible, the Invincible War has actually been one of the biggest changes so far, as the episode has the Invincibles fighting completely different characters than who they fight in the comic, mostly due to cameo copyright issues. However, on top of this, the actual lineup of evil marks is slightly different than the comic lineup, and their fates differ. Of course, the show also doesn't have the benefit of looking ahead to later feats that happen in the comics. So I'll do my best to cover both, but it's definitely messy on both sides when it comes to how strong the different characters are. As he's on defense, let's start with Gohan. In the manga continuity, Future Gohan only appears within the Future of Trunks special manga chapter, and most of what exactly happened to him is a complete mystery, mostly because the manga story is entirely from the perspective of Trunks. At the beginning, we see Gohan training with Super Saiyan Trunks while already missing an arm until the androids attack again. Gohan goes to fight the androids only to find out that last time they fought, they were using less than half of their true strength, and 17 rushes in. That's literally the last thing we see until Trunks finds Gohan face down in a puddle. All we really
off the senses, man.
That maybe Gohan was strong enough to force the androids to use more than half of their power, but either way, he outright loses to them. This is obviously made worse by the fact that these future androids are a good deal weaker than the present day versions of the androids. Trunks says he can at least put up a good fight against the future androids, and meanwhile he can't even damage the present day androids with his ki blast or his sword. So clearly, Future Gohan caps way below the level of pretty much every
they crashed out with this shit in
Kakarot. Android Saga, as even Vegeta and Goku at this point could at least partially swap hands with the present day androids, and even Piccolo wasn't too far off from that level. So if Future Gohan loses to every kind of android, who does he actually beat? With such low information, we need to look at what Gohan actually says at the very start of the manga, where he says he made a gi to make himself as strong as Goku, but obviously said that wasn't enough. Now, this may imply that Future Gohan never surpassed his timeline's version of Goku, or at least didn't get that much stronger than him. This is supported by the fact that Bulma believes that if Goku hadn't gotten the heart virus, the androids wouldn't have been able to win. So a Goku only slightly stronger than Yardrat might have been able to solo the androids in the manga, and even then, Yardrat Goku is stronger than what Bulma or Future Gohan said. This makes sense. Goku and Trunks are equals at this point, and again, Trunks could already hold his own in a 2v1. So it's very likely that Future Gohan at best is around Mecha Frieza level, given that there is a one-shot difference between him and the Super Saiyans, and I don't think the gap between him and Future Trunks is quite that large. From there, Gohan would at worst be more powerful than Final Form Frieza, who in his first form destroyed Planet Vegeta. Looking at pretty much every depiction of this feat, including DBS Broly, which should technically be the canon version of the event to the manga, it gets to small star level and then multiplies all the way to large star level with power level increases between first and final form. As for the anime, even Saiyans could output star level power, with Gohan being tens of...
I saw that shit too, bro. On Twitter, bro. Like, bro just did this. And then cause a chain reaction of explosions. That's crazy.
Thousands of times stronger than them at the bare minimum, and he much more confidently scales beyond Frieza, who tanked a multi-solar system level explosion that he himself caused with Namek. In the anime, Gohan actually does scale above the future androids, as he overpowers both of them while they are verbatim using full power, only losing because of a numbers disadvantage and stamina. So with star level and potentially multi-solar system level power,
hey, Kakarot got his moments, man. That shit was hard.
Protect the future from being marked. See what I did there?
Hey.
Anyways, so there are 16 evil marks that arrive in the main universe of Invincible. You have Viltrumite Mark, Omni-Man Mark, Mohawk Mark, Goggles Mark, Burned Mark, among several others. Even among the list of Invincibles, they are not all created equal.
They're not. And what that nigga did to baby girl Eve, bro. Oh my god, Eve scared the fuck out of me, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh I felt that scene. Y'all gonna see it soon enough. I gotta edit them videos, but like y'all gonna see it. Ugh, that hurt.
Their on-screen showings and the show verbatim stating they're weaker.
This Invincible definitely wasn't as strong as ours.
It's clear that they can't hang with the real Invincible. I mean, dude, one of them gets killed by a yo-yo in the comic. Arguably, the only ones who possibly scale to Mark are Mohawk Mark and Sinister Mark. As Invincible says that much about Mohawk Mark when they fight during the Invincible War, and then is just directly comparable to Sinister Mark once they go to the Wasteland Dimension. Plus, they obviously defeat the other Marks who got stranded there with them. Unfortunately, no other alternate Mark officially 1v1s mainline Invincible in either the show or the comic. Even in the 2v2 with Adam Eve, Mark is holding back and verbatim would have been able to beat them if he could focus. Still,
that's what I'm saying.
Due to the unique nature of the Invincible War, we can give some...
I feel like he'd be holding back this whole damn season, low-key.
Interesting scaling. Maybe. Obviously, the whole point of the Invincible War is that this is a parody of sorts of big...
Nigga, why? They was not lying. Spawn in this bitch. What the fuck, bro? Alright, my nigga. Alright, people. What the hell? Who the fuck is this nigga? Morbius looking nigga. Even for that is Morbius. Well, a different look. Nigga Spawn. What? Came in right up. Head ass. Look, low key.
Comic events that have a bunch of cameos, and due to this, these Invincibles fight both low tier and some very high tier characters. However, all of the characters with actually impressive scaling either aren't in the form where they're actually strong, like Spawn, who varies anywhere from like wall level to literally being God, or they are strong and literally easily beat the Mark they fight, like Pit, who is arguably at least planetary or potentially star level, pretty much one-shotting the Mark he fights. Other Marks get beaten by either completely featless heroes, or Kid Oliver of all people, or even just Reanimen. Regardless of show or comic, they are mostly unimpressive.
Bro, speaking of Kid Oliver, bro, the way Conquest did Oliver, bro, swatted bro like a damn fly, low-key a basketball. That nigga Oliver bounced off the ground like a basketball. That was a child. He was about to, oh my god, Oliver, watch that nigga. You feel me? He's still a child. He was about to take that child off the senses. And then he was trying to give me this speech of like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make us sympathetic for this nigga, bro. Nigga. If you feel this way, bro, you could have been quit. You conquest, bro. Who gonna check you? Oh my god.
Impressive, but maybe not those final two evil Marks that survive. You see, these guys are comparable to Invincible much later in the story, after he's gotten stronger and is able to participate in the destruction of planet Viltrum. Depending on your scale, this can range anywhere from multi-continental to solar system based on factors like Viltrum's size and durability. So, both evil Marks scale there, right? Well, no. we get told pretty explicitly that being in the wasteland actually made them stronger rather than weaker, and Mohawk Mark already lost to a much earlier Invincible. So either Invincible was already capable of doing his Viltrum feat during the Invincible War, or he got stronger. Because again, we're talking about Invincible War version specifically, not just the evil marks overall. Still, with all this being said, who wins this? What I think makes this fight so thematically perfect is that both the evil Invincibles and Future Gohan are made to be the weaker alternate versions of the mainline counterparts, but clearly that ends up looking a lot different for both. Regardless, there is very little overlap in the scaling between these guys. The only way you have the Invincibles winning is just getting 2 of the 16 marks over Gohan and then back scaling them to a feat that they pretty clearly don't scale to, and then take the highest end interpretation of that feat. Even then, that only gets them to be stronger than the manga version of Future Gohan, as the Viltrum feat pales in comparison to even just the explosion of Namek. It's likely that even base Gohan would be pretty easily able to handle these guys, and that
it would be a cool interaction, no less. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who wins, it would still be a W interaction.
Super Saiyan would frankly be overkill.
Yeah,
so
would.
Can Future Gohan survive the Invincible War? Obviously. He could easily get put up against pretty much any of them with low difficulty. For once, Future Gohan would get a happy ending. Or perhaps not, if Conquest
That'd be some bull.
shows up right after. If you made it this far,
Like,
thank you so much for watching.
up
As always, thank you to my members who got to see this video
after.
early, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Peace. W video, man. But yeah, right after. Oh my god. Even though, you know what I'm saying, it's always fun to have these discussions about characters and, you know what I'm saying. Like, some niggas just be clickbait like a motherfucker, bro. Just for clicks. Feel me? Likes or what? Just interactions and impressions, you know? But yeah. I'm bored Gohan got that. You got that. I already seen that coming, bro. But I cannot wait. Oh my god. Hopefully season 4 does not takes as long, bro. Please, man. Because I'm glad they didn't do this fucking that split shit that they did for season 2, which I didn't know. Like, the season, it wasn't even done animating season 2 when they announced it, and I was like, what? No wonder why we got the split. You feel me? That gap. I was like, no wonder why. Like, I don't know why motherfuckers do this. Like, bro, announce the damn anime or whatever the hell it is when it's done. I don't know why. Even in Japan, they do that dumb ass shit. Oh my, why they edit, like, some, not all shows, like they animate shows as they air. Like, what? That's the dumbest shit in the world. That is stupid. But anyway, I won't get into that. Anyway, hit the video over, like, man, comment down below and subscribe. How you be? Road to 3K. Not subscribe. Why you on Patreon, Twitch, and the Gabby channel. Link in the description down below. Type beat. And of course, subscribe to Lonks, bro. Get bro to 100,000. We skipping all that shit. Bro to 100,000. But yeah, love y'all. Thanks for watching. Y'all the next one. Peace.